like, you better, you got that gun in your hand, you better kill me. At the time, I wasn't aiming at him or nothing. I just had it in my hand.
What is going on? Who's going to die and why?
My boyfriend.
Okay, what happened to him?
This is 32-year-old Ashley Desiree Doss being questioned by police after she shot her boyfriend, 30-year-old Deontay Taylor, inside their home in Willoughby, Ohio, an argument she claims spiraled out of control in a matter of moments.
It was an accident. I didn't mean to do that, Still. I would never do that, Still. I understand. I love him.
On the surface, it appeared to be a domestic dispute that ended in a tragic mistake. But what investigators didn't uncover yet was how volatile Ashley and Deontay's relationship had become. What came next would reveal a deadly chain of events, with every word Ashley spoke tested against the evidence. Ashley Doss and Deontay Taylor had been in a relationship since May 2020, reconnecting after he had served 9 years in prison for robbery. The couple lived together in an Oak Hill apartment complex in Willoughby, Ohio, and in 2021 welcomed a baby girl, while also raising Ashley's teenage son from a previous relationship. The couple's relationship, however, was far from smooth. Deontay's repeated infidelities and frequent absences fueled ongoing conflict inside the home. But no one could have predicted how this animosity would escalate into something deadly. In the early morning hours of May 5, 2023, Willoughby police were dispatched to the Oak Hill apartment complex after neighbors reported loud screaming coming from Ashley and Taylor's apartment. According to the first officers who arrived, a female who was later identified as Ashley caught sight of them and quickly shut the door, preventing immediate contact. However, when officers managed to speak with the couple, they insisted it was only a verbal argument and asked to remain together. The situation appeared to de-escalate, and police soon left the premises, believing the issue had been resolved, unaware that the conflict inside was far from over. Just over an hour later, at approximately 3:20 a.m., emergency services received a second call, this time from Ashley Doss, who was heard screaming, barely able to form sentences, as she told dispatchers that her boyfriend, Deontay Taylor, had been shot.
911, where's your emergency? Transfer.
I need an ambulance.
Okay, where are you at?
38350 Oak Hill Lane, apartment 204, please.
Okay, we were just there. What's going on there? What's going on there?
Please.
What is going on?
Please, he's gonna die.
Who's going to die and why?
My boyfriend.
Okay, what happened to him? Ma'am, was he shot?
Yes.
He was shot? Is the person still there?
Yes, please.
Ma'am, is the person that shot him still there?
I'm here. I did him, son.
You shot him?
Yes.
Okay. Is he breathing?
Yes, please.
Okay. Ma'am, wait. Calm down. Listen to me.
By the time paramedics arrived at the scene, they found Ashley on the bedroom floor, holding Taylor, who was unresponsive and barely clinging to life from a gunshot wound to the upper back. He was rushed to the Lake West Medical Center, where he was soon pronounced dead. Willoughby police immediately secured the Oak Hill apartment, documenting the scene and collecting the handgun. With Ashley admitting she was the shooter, questions arose. How had a situation that seemed to de-escalate so quickly spiraled into a deadly act, especially since officers had been called to the same apartment just over an hour earlier for a verbal dispute? With these questions in mind, detectives brought a deeply shaken Ashley to the station a few hours later, where she began recounting the events that had turned fatal.
I know it's definitely got to be rough for you. I'm sure you're feeling a lot of things right now. All we're trying to do, there's two sides to every story. I haven't had a chance to talk to you yet. Detective Burton hasn't either. We just kind of need you to take us through exactly what happened tonight. Starting with, I understand we were there, that the police department was called for a disturbance between you and Deontay. Mm-hmm. Tell me about that.
He always cheated.
He was messing around on you?
He always cheated a lot.
And is that what started the argument?
Yeah.
How long you and Deontay, why you guys been together?
Since 2020.
So, 3 years?
Yeah. And then we had our daughter in 2021.
What's your daughter's name?
Shalaya.
How do you spell that?
J-A-A-Y-A.
And
L-A-Y-A-H.
and what's her last name?
Doris.
Okay.
She's 1.
She's 1 year old.
Mm-hmm.
So, was he, did he drive over there before that argument? Was he already there?
We live together.
Oh, he lives with you?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you learn about him messing around?
He always messed around.
Was there something you found out tonight, or
The girl FaceTimed the phone.
FaceTimed his phone?
And I answered it. He was sleeping.
Okay.
The phone kept ringing, and I already knew, because it's the same girl that he always cheat on me with. He go back and forth between us. And he promised that he wasn't going to deal with her anymore, because he wanted to be with me and his daughter, and he wanted his family. So I gave him another chance, and then tonight, somebody kept calling the phone. I knew it was her or somebody else. I knew it was a girl. And I did answer, just to see. I'm like, well, maybe I'm just, tripping.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not nothing like that. One of his friends or something. But no, it was her.
Do you know her name?
Andres. She like 40-some years old. She's an older woman.
Okay.
He always say he used her. He used her for money. That's what he tells me. It's been going on for a long time. A long, long time.
Ashley begins recounting the last few hours, describing an argument she says was sparked by Deontay's ongoing infidelity, something she claims had persisted throughout their relationship. According to her, in the wee hours of May 5th, she answered Taylor's phone while he was asleep and recognized the caller as a woman he had gone back and forth with for a long time. She explains that the timing of the call became another breaking point in a relationship already strained by betrayal and mistrust.
I kept on reading, so I answered it. And it was her. And I got to going off yelling and screaming at her on the phone. She hung up. I called back. She didn't answer. I woke him up. I said, he promised that you wasn't going to keep cheating. You said you was done doing that. She said, what are you talking about? I said, Deontay, you know what I'm talking about. She just called the phone. I guess he must have talked to her earlier and told her he was coming to her house.
Okay.
Because she said he's supposed to be over here with me. When I answered the phone, she thought it was him. And she said, where you at? You supposed to be here. And I said, bitch, you not coming over there. I'm tired of this.
Mm-hmm.
And me and her got to have words like we always do. So fast forward to back to him. He got up. He like, you tripping. I said, I'm not tripping. I'm tired of you always telling me I'm tripping. I'm tired of you cheating. I'm tired of you lying. Like, I'm just tired of it. You keep doing the same shit. I'm tired of it. This is what I'm saying to him. We get to arguing. We going back and forth. Cursing, yelling, screaming. I said, well, call her. I said, if you didn't talk to her today, I want you to call her in front of me so I can hear you confront her. You know, I want to know.
Sure.
He wouldn't do it. So I said, I know that's how I know you lying, Deontay. I said, well, just get out, bye, leave. You fat. This, and this. And we get to fighting. Then next thing I know is a knock at the door. It's the police. The police that was here.
Ashley further recalls confronting both the women and Taylor, accusing him of lying and demanding proof. The argument escalated into shouting and insults until it's interrupted by a knock at the door, police responding to the disturbance.
They asked me, did he put his hands on you, whatever. I said no.
Was there, I don't know, was there anything physical to that point?
Yeah, we was fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I got the scratches on my face.
Okay.
We both was hitting each other.
Okay.
Both of us. So, the officers had him in the hallway talking to him, and he wanted to come back into the house. He didn't want to leave.
Once the cops left their residence, Ashley moves into what followed, how things took a turn for the worse.
And so we argued a little more. And so then he gave me a kiss, told me he would apologize. And then we laid down. And then the phone rang. And he answered. It was his cousin, OJ. That's the guy.
Okay.
And he had it on speakerphone. His cousin OJ was saying disrespectful stuff to me on the phone. And Tay allowed it. That's call him for short Tay. Deontay, call him Tay sometimes. So his cousin said, "What's going on, cuz?" He this over here flipping. This, and this, and come and get me. So his cousin well, where's you at? He said, I'm in Lost Nation. I'm at Ashley house. So he yeah, cuz if anything happened, I want you to shoot her and shoot the baby. Talking about our daughter.
Deontay said that to
Yeah,
OJ?
to his cousin. His cousin was yeah, because I killed the kids, whoever. So I said, Deontay, you gonna let him say that? I said, then you gonna say that about your own daughter? It's not the first time he done said stuff like that about our daughter. I always overlook it and just be all right, he just mad at the moment, but it's just deep down inside, I'd be a man don't say that about their child.
No.
So tonight I was angry, why would you say that? You always saying that, when me and him get into it, you always say, her. That I don't give a fuck, that's your baby. You can take care of her on your own. Her, y'all. So he was saying and I said, I'm tired of you disrespecting me. I just had enough. Get out. Bye. Just go.
Yeah.
He had his red little fanny pack pouch around his body that he carried. Just it say Supreme on his front.
Okay.
And he had my gun inside there.
Okay.
It was unzipped. So I'm give me my gun. I'm tired of you taking my stuff. You can leave, you're not taking my gun. Go ahead and go. You're not getting nothing. That's my gun. This, and this. I have my gun like this.
Okay.
So I'm no, you're not taking my gun. Whatever the case may be, go back and forth. So he lays back across the bed, and so I hurried up and snatched my gun out the side of the thing. That's how I got my gun.
What? He was laying on the back of
Yeah.
Okay.
And so then, him and his cousin was still on the phone. He was telling his cousin to come get him. And his cousin was send me your location. So then his cousin don't have me come all the way out there and you stop answering the phone because you don't want to leave her.
Yeah.
So he I swear to God, I'm done with this hoe. I'm done with this fat ass. Just come get me. I'm well, if he coming to get you, you're not going to wait in here and get the my house. You gotta tell him. Whatever. He walking out.
Following a phone call from Deontay's cousin, OJ, who made disrespectful remarks toward her and even referenced harm to the baby, the argument once again reignited. With Taylor refusing to intervene, Ashley told him to leave the apartment altogether, but as he prepared to go, not without taking Ashley's handgun. What followed next pushed an already volatile situation past the point of control.
What's that? You didn't mean to.
I thought it was the switch was the left.
The safety?
Safety.
Okay.
Walking out the bedroom door just like pop.
So let me ask you, when you were laying next to
She
him.
was laying down. I was sitting up on the side of him, behind him.
Okay.
And I reached and I took my gun out because I didn't want to leave with my gun. I'm like, you can leave, but you're not taking my gun with you.
Okay.
I'm tired of you taking my stuff because every time you leave, you always want to take my stuff.
Okay.
And act like it's his and it's not. So I
Sure.
told him tonight, I said, you're not doing that. I'm tired of you doing that. I said, you said you don't want to deal with me. I said, I had enough. Like, I'm just tired of you. I said, this was going on for too long. I'm tired of it. I'm like, I have kids. I'm tired of just not being myself. I haven't been myself for a while.
No, it's completely understandable.
Like, I just mentally just drained with all the cheating, all the lying, not coming home. I'm stuck with my baby, my other kid.
There's only so much you can take, you know.
It's just a lot.
So, let me ask you, after you grabbed the gun from his fanny pack, right?
Yeah, he set up.
Did he try to fight you for it?
Yeah, he wanted it back, and I told him no. I'm like, no, you're not taking my gun out of here. You're not doing that.
Okay. Did you just keep it in your hand?
Yeah, had it in my hand.
Okay. At what point did he, stop fighting over the gun?
Like maybe after a couple of seconds, after he see that I wasn't, giving in.
Okay. And you're on the bed at this time still?
Yeah, he's still on the bed.
Okay.
He's on the bed. Then that's when he got up. And his cousin was still on the phone.
Okay.
Right after taking the gun, Ashley claims the situation abruptly calmed. She says the two were back in bed preparing to sleep, but the sudden shift from explosive conflict to quiet normalcy raises small questions in her version of events. However, what she reveals next is the final stretch of that night, with emotions boiled over one last time.
We walking out, he calling me the hoes and fat the baby, my other kids. Y'all can die, whatever, normal stuff that he always say.
Yeah. Take me through exactly how you're assuming the safety's on, right?
Yeah.
So you think this gun's safe?
Yeah.
Okay.
He like, you better kill me. You got that gun in your hand, you better kill me. At the time, I wasn't aiming at him or nothing. I just had it in my hand.
Okay.
And I'm telling him, get the fuck out of my house. That's my exact words. Get the fuck out of my house, go.
Yeah.
I'm like, we was just okay. Everything was calming down. Your cousin called and amped it back up. And now we back here. Because we had, was coming to like a common ground. We was laying down finna go to sleep. And he was like, you better kill me.
So did you point the gun and just pretend you were gonna do it, or how
I had the gun like this in my hand. Because it was like this.
Yeah.
He was like, you better kill me. You keep on holding that gun like you gonna do something. You're not even about that life. You're not like that.
Right. Kind of taunting you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I'm like, fuck you. I'm like, you broke ass this, and this. I'm like, you little perkhead because he popped Percocet.
Okay.
So, he turned around. He like, I'll smack the fuck out of you. I'm like, you ain't gonna do nothing. But he never, came towards me.
Yeah.
And that was working on.
And you said the gun came up?
Yeah. It
And
was a pop. And I smelled the smoke and I sneaked the love.
how far away would you say he was?
I was the way our bed against the wall. And we got 2 closets. So I'm like by the closet. He by the door walking out.
Okay.
And I thought he was faking because he always play around a lot. But then I see the blood.
Were you sitting or standing
I
up?
was dead.
You were standing up. How high was your hand, would you say?
It was just up
Like that?
Yeah. And I just dropped the gun where they found it at, on my purse, my Louis Vuitton purse. And I just dropped it.
Was your bedroom door open?
Yeah,
It was open.
It was open.
Okay.
And he fell on his face. I just reached over to him and I grabbed him. And I was holding him with my arms and I was telling him I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it.
Okay.
And he got to shaking his head and he had blood coming out his mouth.
In Ashley's telling, the shot was never intentional. She says emotions were high, she felt provoked, and she believed the gun could not discharge. Whether that belief holds up is another question entirely. From a firearms safety standpoint, it doesn't. A loaded handgun is treated as capable of firing at all times unless it has been physically cleared. Manual safeties are not fail-proof, and many modern firearms will still discharge if the trigger is pulled. What comes next is a frantic scramble for help, with Ashley taking the phone herself, setting into motion a response that would bring officers back to the apartment for the second time that night.
But I thought he was playing, because he played a lot too. But then I see the blood. And then that's when I just dropped the gun and I just ran over to him and I pulled him into my arms.
So, who else was in the apartment at this time?
My kids.
So,
They was sleeping.
the baby?
Yeah. And my sister. My sister's, she stayed with me until she found her a place.
Did she have her own bedroom there, or was she in the living room?
Yeah, I have a 3-bedroom, so she has my daughter room. I let her take my daughter room.
Did she come out when she heard the gunshot, or how'd that go?
Yeah, she came out. And I was yelling and screaming, call 911, call 911. And she wouldn't call 911. I guess she was in shock. And I'm like, call 911. Like, I don't want him to die. I'm like, can you please call 911? That's all I just kept saying. And she wouldn't do it. I said, give me your phone. Let me call 911. And she walked towards me, and I was on the floor, sitting on my behind, and I had him with my arms, and I was just holding him.
You were holding him while you called?
Yeah.
Where was your other kid? You got the 1-year-old and then...
Is there a 10-year-old?
I have a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old.
So
They was sleeping in their room.
So all 3 kids?
Yeah, they was sleeping.
Okay.
Throughout her recounting, Ashley appears visibly fragile. These emotional cues indicate she is overwhelmed. Her crying and hesitation suggest both genuine distress and an internal struggle to reconcile her actions with the consequences. However, there's also a noticeable contrast in her account. Emotional moments are vivid, yet critical details surrounding the firearm remain vague or uncertain. That imbalance matters.
And I told my son, I said, I'm sorry, I ain't mean to. And I kissed him. I kissed him. Forehead and I kissed his lips. There was blood coming out his mouth. And I started rubbing the back of his head. I just kept telling him, I said, please don't die. I said, I'm sorry, I really didn't need to, because I did.
It's kind of like a heated moment like thing, I'm assuming. You were pretty upset at the things he was calling you, and just the way he treats you sounds like he
Just
treats you like shit.
everything.
Yeah.
He always do that, though.
prior to tonight, in the past, how would you describe your relationship? I know you
We
mentioned
very toxic.
Okay.
We very toxic, but we never get physical. This is the first time it ever went this far. We verbally disrespect each other, both of us.
Okay.
But we never fight. The police never was called. We never called the police on each other. We never put our hands on each other because he don't put his hands on women.
as Ashley recounted a volatile relationship with infidelity at its core and the accidental shooting of her partner. What she didn't know was that the evidence would soon reveal a very different story. As Ashley tells Detective Slay, prior to the night of May 5th, there had been no physical violence between her and Deontay. However, when investigators speak with Osdris Branch, the woman Taylor had also been seeing, it emerges that the relationship was far more volatile, including multiple instances in which Ashley would slash Deontay's car tires. More significantly, Branch referenced a disturbing incident from October 2022 when Ashley allegedly stabbed Taylor, with Osdris going so far as to provide medical documentation to support her claim. What apparently missed police radar at the time was that Taylor had refused to press charges. These accounts were further corroborated by Ashley's son and his girlfriend. Ashley also claimed that while Taylor was on a call with his cousin OJ moments before the shooting, OJ had made threats suggesting she could harm herself or her baby. However, when investigators later spoke with the cousin, whose real name is Robert Gideon, he stated that Ashley had threatened to shoot Taylor if he tried to leave the apartment, even recalling Taylor saying that if anything happened to him, Ashley had killed him. A further assessment of Ashley's phone revealed the true nature of their relationship. Ashley had sent several text messages to Taylor threatening to shoot him over his repeated infidelities. These messages spanned from March 2023 up until May 4th, just one day before the shooting, explicitly warning that he was going to die. These revelations left investigators questioning whether the shooting was purely accidental or if there had been an element of premeditation in Ashley's actions.
Prior to the gun being put in the fanny pack across, where was the gun kept at?
My gun?
Yeah.
I keep it in my closet.
Where at in the closet?
It's in my closet. I got a shoebox and I keep it up at the top of the shoebox inside my closet.
Is it a normal procedure for you to have the safety on?
Yeah, because I don't touch it. I don't take it nowhere.
Is it normally loaded too?
No. It was loaded because he had put the bullets in there.
So,
he did.
So
Because it was too hard for me to put the bullets in there, like to push them down. So he a man, so he
Right.
put them in there, you know.
That day or normal?
No, they just been in there, yeah. I had been had my gun license, but I never had a gun.
Okay.
I just purchased my gun in February, I want to say. February, close to March. I just brought my gun. I had my gun license for a while. I just never had a gun, and I wouldn't have brought me a gun, not for him, but for myself, because, like I said, he's barely home. He's always gone. A single mother, so.
When I asked you that question, you said my gun. Does he have a gun too?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, the reason why I said that because he considered my gun his, because he always take it. This is my shit, this, and this. Everything that is mine, he feels that is his.
So tonight, during this incident, did he already have the gun with him, or did he get it from the box?
No, he already had it with him.
Did he, like, for the whole day he had it?
Yeah, he had it. Yeah, he had it.
This is the first time Ashley's account begins to fracture under its own weight. Though she insists the gun was normally unloaded, kept safely stored, and that she rarely touched it. Yet in the same breath she admits the gun was loaded, that Taylor had inserted the bullets himself, and that the ammunition had been sitting there for some time. This is critical, because it directly contradicts the idea of a deadly weapon suddenly entering a spontaneous situation.
No, but he never, tried to attack me for it or touch me.
So when he was laying on his back on the phone.
Yeah, across the bed.
Like opposite of the way you normally sleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was behind him.
Okay.
And I
So
took my gun out.
So if this was you guys in the bed, and let's say this is like the headboard, and this is like where your feet normally go.
Yeah.
He was laying like this way.
Yeah, and I was laying behind him. I mean, not laying, but sitting behind him, because the way our the bed is made, we got a metal box spring, so you can sit your feet on the outer box of the of the bed. It's hard to explain. You gotta see it. So I was sitting behind him. My feet was on there, and this is the nightstand. This is me on the bed. This is him there, and I snatched my gun out.
Okay.
And when I snatched my gun out, he was like, give me, set up. He's like, give me my shit. I'm like, no, it's my gun. You're not getting nothing. And he was like, all right, this, and this. And we get to arguing. His cousin is still on the phone on speakerphone. And that's what he was telling his cousin, like, man, I'm cool on this hoe. This, and this. I'm tired of this. Whatever, you know, stuff I was telling he was saying earlier. And that's when his cousin was like, share your location with me. I'm about to come get you, cuz. And then they was saying the stuff like, he like, if anything happened to me, cuz she took the gun, she took the gun. So if anything happened to me, he like, you better come and you better kill the baby and kill these kids and you better kill this fat ass too. And his cousin was like, you know how I'm coming, cuz. You know I'm going to kill the whole house. I'm going to shoot the whole house, kids and all.
Sensing Ashley's possible emotional state, detectives avoided immediate confrontation, a standard containment strategy. When a suspect is emotionally overwhelmed, pressure can prompt shutdown or resistance. Instead, investigators remain calm and methodical, allowing her to speak freely and provide details she would later be unable to retract.
Do you know OJ's real name?
Mm-mm.
So,
they just call him OJ.
So, we're obviously we're gonna try to talk to OJ just to see what he heard. Is he gonna tell us that you threatened? I mean, listen, I understand if you did because
no, I
he
didn't. I never threatened him. I never said like I'll shoot you nothing, and them words never came out of my mouth. I never said that to tell you nothing. Me and him was just arguing. I called him and stuff.
Yeah.
I called him and hoes. I told him he was a perkhead. I said you drug addict, you perkhead, because he hate when I say that he get mad, but he don't get mad and put his hands on.
With damning testimony and digital evidence now beginning to contradict her version of events, Ashley will now face the stark question, was this a tragic accident or something she meant to do?
Did you see, I know when you mentioned this earlier, but you said it was kind of a mutual thing, you were fighting back?
Yeah.
It wasn't just him beating on you?
No, he wasn't just beating on me. You know, it was fighting each other. Yeah. And when the police asked me, I just told them, like, no, he didn't put his hands on me, like.
Is that where the female officer said you had like some scratches?
Yeah.
Is that where that came from?
Yeah.
From that fight, the first initial?
Yeah, the first fight, we was fighting, yeah.
Okay.
I
Did you
think
get any injuries?
he had bit me.
Okay.
Like a bite mark.
Where at?
On my chest right here.
Okay.
Yeah, we was just fighting.
Were you ever, when you guys are in this altercation, were you ever in fear for your life?
No, I wasn't. Because, you know, you're not a woman beater.
Okay.
We don't do that. We just verbally always argue. We never ever get physical.
So when he was walking out and you pointed the gun, did it just have like a frustration? Like what was going through your mind? You said you thought the safety was on.
Yeah.
So your finger was on the trigger?
He was like, you ain't gonna shoot. You ain't gonna shoot it. You ain't like that. You fat ass. This, and this. And I was like, get the fuck out of my house. And he was like, he was saying something. But as he's walking, he's walking out, but talking. His head turning, looking at me. I was like, he was like, no, you with your fat ass. Whatever. Words. Then I just raised the gun up. I did.
Did you think in your head, I'll show you?
No.
You're obviously pissed at. I mean, this was...
Yeah, I was mad, but my intentions wasn't just shoot him.
The only reason I ask is because you said, you ain't gonna shoot me, yeah, that's what he was saying. Just me, like, I'll show you.
That's what he was saying. He like,
did you shoot to maybe try to scare him? Is that what your thought was?
Honestly, I don't know what was going through my head.
After Ashley has provided the most minuscule details, the tone in the interrogation room will now change, with detectives directly confronting her, pressing on the discrepancies between her account and what she said on the 911 call.
I never been in trouble.
Do you ever watch any TV shows, police shows?
No, I like reality shows like Love and Hip Hop, stuff like that, drama stuff. Nothing with shooting stuff.
You know, when we have a shooting, when you shoot a weapon, there's chemicals in there. It's gunpowder.
Yeah.
And it creates a blast. And that stuff is going to stick to your clothes.
Yeah.
So we're going to find it on your clothes and on your hands?
Yeah, because I had the gun in my possession. I'm not going to lie.
Okay. We ask all these questions just to cover all the bases.
I smoked it. Like the gunpowder, when I shot it, it was like boom.
Well, I think the reason Detective Burton's asking you that is there is time, as crazy as it sounds, there is times where people will take the rap for somebody else. Mm-hmm. And when you called 911, we listened to the tape, you say they shot my boyfriend.
Yeah, because I was scared.
So at that point you were...
I was scared. Nobody was there but me and him and my sister and my baby.
And then comes the moment everything shifts. Ashley stops circling around the truth and admits she pulled the trigger.
So that's what the evidence, when it comes back, your shirt and the stab in your hands, gonna show?
Yeah, I did. I shot it one time and I didn't mean to. I didn't think it was going to go off.
Watch Ashley's demeanor closely. After finally confessing to firing the weapon, the subtle confidence she carried throughout the interrogation begins to drain away. After more than an hour of deflecting, the pressure has finally caught up to her, and the truth is no longer something she can keep circling. However, detectives won't stop here. They press forward, focusing on details that now matter more than anything.
How far away do you think you were distance-wise?
He was walking out the door, talking shit like he always do. And I was standing back, like, because the way our room is made, it's a closet right here, it's a closet right here, but it's like a little wall in between it. So I was standing like right there, like, like where the wall is at, like just standing right there. And
if you could just gauge it, would you say it was less than 5 feet? Was it 10 feet?
So you drew this of your room, doorway, bed.
Like
where were you standing?
This is the closet. So I was standing like right here.
Like right here.
And he was walking from the bed, walking out the door, about to leave out the door. Because I told him, I said, get the fuck out. You're not going to you're not waiting for your cousin in here.
Okay.
So you weren't close to him?
No.
You didn't put it up against the back?
No, not at all, no.
Okay. Mm-mm. Just a rough guesstimate, how far away?
I don't know. But I was...
The distance to this room, from that corner to this corner?
Maybe so, maybe...
Or a little bit further?
Inch, like that.
Okay.
As detectives narrow in on distance and positioning at the moment the gun went off, Ashley becomes more precise. But that precision creates a new problem. She claims she was several feet away, while Deontay is moving towards the door and insists the gun was never close to his body.
The reason I'm asking you is because when we got there and the gun was recovered, the next round didn't chamber. So I'm just trying to figure out maybe if you didn't have a good grip on the gun or if you were in close proximity of him when the gun went off.
I wasn't on him. I didn't have a gun
like
on his skin or nothing.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
The gun was in my hand, and I just raised it. When I raised it up, it was like, pow.
Did you drop the gun or did it fly in your hand?
No, I dropped it.
Okay.
I dropped it in. Because I'm like, goddamn, like, I got scared, like, it went off. And then I seen him fall, but I thought he was playing.
You thought you missed it. You thought that bolt didn't hit him.
Yeah. But when you fell down, I guess I started going back. And I see blood coming out of his mouth. I don't even know where I shot him at. I thought I missed.
This is crucial because the way around chambers, the way recoil behaves, and where residue ends up all depend on distance, grip, and control. From this point on, forensic results will either support Ashley Doss's story or dismantle it completely.
Are you hungry or anything? You want
to get you something to eat?
Yeah, I feel a little sick.
Okay. I'll warm something up for you. We got breakfast burritos, or if you want something else, we'll let you know what that is, okay?
Thank you.
Detectives have now stepped out of the interrogation room, leaving Ashley alone on camera to see whether her emotional breakdown continues when there's no one left to perform for.
So we got a couple pictures from the scene that we just wanted to verify where you said you were standing. So this is taken from looking in your bedroom, I assume. This is the doorway. Does it look like this is looking in here? It looks like your bed's here.
Yeah, that's his shoe.
Is this you? So the way you described it, you were standing somewhere like over in this area, and you were standing about right here.
Walking out.
Walking out. And then this is looking like from the bed area. Is this about where he fell, where the blood is at?
Right here.
Like in the door. And where were you sitting when you were holding them?
Right here.
Right there.
Okay. I was grabbing, turned him on his back and hard. Because he fell. Front.
Like on his belly. Okay. And you kind of turned him up
I
to
turned
hold
him
him.
around and hold him.
By the time detectives returned to the room, Ashley sensed the shift immediately, the weight of the consequences of what she had done finally setting in.
You're going to go back into the booking area, okay? And if you want to call somebody, you can call somebody, but you are going to be staying here, yes.
So I can't go home.
Not right now, no.
How long do you stay here?
You're going to go to a video arraignment today, probably, well, let me correct that. I don't know if they'll be able to get it done today or not. You may have to stay in here. But we're going to try to get you a video arraigned so we can get you to post bond. Okay?
Ashley's reaction to the fact that she will go to jail is one of immediate shock. Despite having just shot and killed her partner, she appears stunned at the prospect of remaining in custody and not going home, as if the full gravity of her actions has yet to register.
I'm a murderer. I wasn't trying to hurt him.
We understand that.
No, you don't understand it. It's the truth. It's an accident. I didn't mean to do that, Sam. I would never do that, Sam.
I understand.
I love him.
So why did Ashley Doss kill her boyfriend, Deontay Taylor? As investigators dug deeper into their relationship, a clear pattern began to emerge. Months of betrayal, lies, and repeated infidelities had created a volatile mix of anger and fear. The texts threatening his life, the prior incidents of violence, and the escalating arguments revealed a woman pushed to her breaking point. Every argument, every betrayal had been layering pressure on Ashley until the night of May 5th, when all of it exploded into fatal violence. While Ashley's anger might explain the intensity of the night's events, they do not excuse the lethal outcome. Ultimately, she remains fully accountable for her actions and the tragic consequences that followed. In August 2023, 3 months after Deontay's death, a Lake County grand jury formally indicted Ashley Doss on aggravated murder, felonious assault, and domestic violence charges. During her arraignment on August 31, 2023, Doss pleaded not guilty to all counts. She has remained in Lake County Jail without bond since that arraignment, awaiting trial. This case demonstrates how unchecked emotional volatility, unresolved relational conflicts, and escalating threats can lead to irreversible tragedy. Warning signs, including previous violent incidents, threatening messages, and repeated cycles of betrayal, were present but went unaddressed until it was too late. While Ashley Doss has been held accountable under the law, nothing can restore the life lost or fully heal the families affected. We hope you enjoyed our production. Make sure to subscribe so we can keep creating the best crime videos out there, bringing real stories to light. Thank you.